Hey, beautiful. So, this is my response to my thought order entry. So, this came to me when I was thinking about my own obsessive thinking, my own ruminations, and just the impact that it has had on my life over the years. Ruminating, overthinking so much, how being in those thoughts and holding on to thoughts that don't align or don't serve the purpose of movement in my journey has caused me to be so weighed down by those thoughts that it was difficult to move, and to travel along the path at a speed or pace that I would prefer, just being more stagnant at times in my journey because those thoughts, the weight of it can be so paralyzing at times. But when I think about holding on to those thoughts and why I connected that to hoarding, but mental hoarding, was because there is such a strong connection to the belief systems associated with those thoughts that they can be very challenging to let go and release. Even those that I worked with that were hoarders, one of the things that was very difficult and challenging in those situations was letting those things go, even though they knew that it was having an impact on their quality of life. It's like they would say, I know what you're saying. You're right. But it was something that kept them bounded to those things. And it's the same thing that happens when we hoard on our thoughts. There's such an emotional attachment to the belief systems associated with those thoughts that is difficult to discern, and I would even say, better stated, to separate who you truly are from these false beliefs or these beliefs that no longer serve. And so letting go of those thoughts for me has created such a better quality of life because I'm able to move and do things and not think so much about other people, because those thoughts, just like those things with hoarder, are typically associated with some memory connected to a person. And when it's those mental thoughts that keep you tied down, these thoughts are connected with people that were not empowering in our life or encouraging in our life. These are people that put messaging or projected messaging onto us that created the cycle of thought and belief that will lead to the stagnation or the slower movement or delay in movement. So it's like letting those things go. Just like once you let it go and you clear out the clutter of your mind, then you can see and think more clearly. You can see and feel more clearly. You can have clarity on your journey. The road is clear, so the path is clearer. So the wisdom of that was, it's beneficial for us to let go of the things that we no longer need in our spaces, even our mental spaces, so that we can allow things to come into those spaces that are going to be beneficial for us, that's going to empower us, that's going to move us further along in our ambitions and our goals, whether those are ambitions and goals are in business or they're as it relates to yourself and your how you think and feel in your body and your being, is letting go of those thoughts that we've held on to that were projections onto us from other people's shit, so that we can discover ourselves underneath all of that and really understand and see more clearly who we actually are underneath all of that. And then start putting things into those spaces that align. Creating thoughts and affirmations into our minds that align with who we are and who we envision ourselves to be. So that was the wisdom that came from that thought. Like I said, my thoughts in those journal entries are very raw. A lot of the times, things are coming through while I'm recording. And so I'm sorting through the thoughts as the thoughts are coming through. So the afterthoughts or the before thoughts are an opportunity for me to provide clarity on the wisdom that came from those thoughts that came through and how that has integrated into my day-to-day thinking and my day-to-day being. So thank you for listening. Have a great day. Peace.